Hello, Poznan. Hello, Poznan. I know it's a bit after lunch, so I try to make it quick, and I hope I don't put you to sleep. Today, I'll be talking to you about me, but I'll be talking to you about you. I'm a millennial. How many of you in this room are millennials? Raise your hand. Look around. How many of you, by the way, if you're a millennial, you're from my generation. That means you were born between 1980 to 1994. I was closer to 1980, by the way. How many of you in this room are from Gen Z? Very good. And how many of you are from Generation Alpha? If you're sitting in this room, guys, that means you're skipping school. We don't want that. Very good. So, folks, what I'd like for you to do is close your eyes. Think about your first experience with computers. My first experience with computers was this. Turtle geometry. That was my first experience. I was excited after school I could have my Atari. How many of you remember this? Very good. They're, by the way, super expensive on eBay. How many of you put your first computer together? Very good. 386. Remember changing floppy disk, changing hard drives, all of that. How many of you remember typing was a class? Yes. It took us a year long to learn how to type correctly, speeding it up, but no longer it is a class in your high schools or middle schools. And when I was trying to learn a language, folks, I was using something called Rosetta Stone. How many of you have used Rosetta Stone? Very good. I was trying to use it to learn English, didn't do well. Maybe I use it for Polish. Today, my office is actually sitting next to the largest language company. Oh, I misspoke. I meant AI company called Duolingo, which is replacing Rosetta Stone. Folks, I'm a byproduct of my industrial revolution, which is a grossly simplified, which is computer power revolution. That means we were using computer, we learned about the internet, we learned about typing. My great-great-grandparents were the byproduct of the electrical power revolution, and the great-great-great-great-great-great-grandparents were the byproduct of mechanical power, the first industrial revolution. But today, we're here because we're all talking about the next industrial revolution, which is AI power. It's about computer perception, it is about autonomous robots, it is about decision-making, it is about lots of things. In fact, in 2013, by the way, today we're gonna have our First Lady, former First Lady here, Michelle Obama, who's going to give you a talk, and her husband, our former president, President Barack Obama, spent a lot of time trying to encourage kids in the United States around the world to do coding because they believe computer science is fundamental. It is a 21st century skill. If you're learning about photosynthesis, if you're learning about digestive system, if you're learning about electricity, you must learn about computers. You must learn programming. In fact, computational thinking was something that we kept promoting. We still keep promoting in schools. But I got news for you folks. Being a computational thinker today is not good enough. Yes, I'm not talking about Gen Alpha, I'm not talking about Gen Z, I'm talking about us. We need to take it a step further. That means we need to go beyond computational thinking. Yes, computational thinking helps us to do better at various subjects. Maybe it helps us to solve problems in different ways. Maybe it is helping us to attend better colleges, but not good enough. But if computer science is hard, how in the world we are going to be teaching AI in our school systems? Well, first, we should do it because AI is the new electricity. We should do it because your kids, your nieces, your nephews, your grandkids, guess what? They've already been using AI prior to them entering kindergarten. They are 2 years Alexa, 2 years Google, 2 years Siri, 2 years computer vision prior to entering schools. So we must prepare our next generation about this revolution. And how do we do it? by promoting what I call AI thinking. This is where my journey started. Yeah, I'm halfway through my talk. I'm just telling you how my journey started. Go figure. At Carnegie Mellon University, my hometown of Pittsburgh, we decided to think differently about how we're teaching about computer science. And we decided to make it a mission to bring not computational thinking, but AI thinking to the world. And me, the Gen Z, started hiring lots of, me, the Gen Y, started hiring a lot of Gen Zs because we wanted to help a lot of Gen Alphas. And that was our mission. And we built the first AI education company in the world, AI education company in the world. It's called ReadyAI. ReadyAI today is in 149 countries, and it's being taught in 39 languages. We did this on the back of a big research from National Science Foundation in the United States with MIT and Carnegie Mellon called the 5 Big Ideas. That means every kid, if you're a kid out there, folks, you got to learn about perception. You got to learn about representation. You got to learn about how computers learn, how they interact with us, and also how they impact our society, positive and negative. The problem was the time to classroom was too long. So if you really want to bring AI thinking to the world, you need to reduce the time to the classroom. By the time, guess what? I wanted to bring computer vision to the classroom. OpenAI came up with ChatGPT. How do I do that? Now I want to bring large language model classrooms. They came up with Sora, text to video. So we need to speed it up. The point was speeding it up. The point was making it so easy so teachers know how to bring it to the classroom. So lesson plan, if you're an educator, I thank you because you're the most underpaid and underappreciated group of people I know, but thank you from this stage. And then we decided to tell the parents what the kids are learning, and that's important. We didn't stop there. We thought we should do it unplugged. You can learn about AI by learning through books. So we brought the 5 big ideas to the world. It is now being taught in roughly around 133 countries in the world in 29 languages. By the way, everything I tell you is free. AI and Me was the first AI experience for every kid before they turned 8. In the United States, they can go through this and they learn about the 5 big ideas. We didn't stop there. We read about news, we read about politics. We know big argument, big competition between the United States and China. We said, what the heck? Let's bring the kids together. So every week we bring kids from China to the United States and to the United States together so they can talk about how they can solve problems with AI. So when they grow up, whether they're sitting in Beijing or Washington or elsewhere, they can talk. That was important. We brought it to the museums. Guess what? We went to city councils. As of 2023, 279 cities in the United States, because of this, have an AI Learning Day. Not just for kids, but for all of us, for the broader community. So that's how we started things, by bringing unplugged, plugged to everyone. We also went after refugee population. And that was important to us, to give them confidence that they can be part of this wave of AI thinking. So folks, AI thinking puts us humans at the center. That's a step forward from computational thinking. It is computational thinking on steroids. And we do it well by adding project-based. You don't have to be a computer scientist to like AI. You can become a teacher. You can become a lawyer. You can become a politician. I hope not. You can become a politician. You can become whatever you want to be. Just figure out how to do AI thinking. And that was important for us. So by the time a kid is going through college, he or she needs to be AI competent. And we did it with WACI. World Artificial Intelligence Competition for Youth, which is a project-based learning competition for every kid around the world. By the way, we had participants from Poland, and that's very important to us because they need to be part of the conversation. And this is what WACI is all about. So computational thinking is what we are going after, but what we really need is AI thinking for my generation, Gen Y, for Gen Z, but for Gen Alpha, and that's very important. Yes, my feeling is we won't be able to appreciate AI today until we really define our own genuine human values first. So learning about AI is learning about who we are. That is purely AI thinking, and that is what we're promoting. So much discussion is about post-human world, but not much about humanity. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me leave you with this. AI thinking is about us. What does it mean to be a human being in the age of AI? What do we want it to be? I thank you for your time.